And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quicker.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
And 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Golden. The go down is a gain of 6, and it's second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jacobs hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Well, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And the Raider first down.
Again, it's Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
It's second and 8.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Geno now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Smith. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 20-yard line, a 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Back to throw, Smith. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Smith. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts. Pass caught. That's Golden.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
The slot man in motion right.
Down the right sideline. He's on his way.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. It's certainly a quarterback who has the arm. He also has the legs, Charles.
And haven't we seen over time these quarterbacks just get more and more athletic as they go along? We're not just talking about guys who can throw the football and stay in the pocket, but when they run, they hurt a defense.
He hurt the defense right there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts.
Chase Brown. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They'll look to throw here.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Tucker Kraft.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing now is Geno. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Smith now to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Smith. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action. It's Smith.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Smith. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
George Kittle, 53 yards.
And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Geno's going to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Jalen Hurts, 26 yards.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is first and 10. Smith to throw. They'll get this complete to Collins.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Here's Smith.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Here comes second down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Smith.
This one caught by Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down, Las Vegas.
Smith's going to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
Geno down to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's first and 10.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Again, Smith. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they have to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this time will be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
One last throw here for Smith. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with a late touchdown, no time remains, but they will go for 2 here to try to make this a touch more respectable. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.